Hey everyone, welcome back to Just in Time Dresden's Fate here on the Initiative Order, episode 2. And we have everybody this week. We have our full cast finally. Um, so with that, let's get on with character introductions. We'll play that amazing intro video and then we'll recap for the audience as well as for Kai, so Kai knows what they missed. But before we start, let's go with Alex first.
You did it again.
Blame Bree. She put you first in the overlay, so you have to
could
start
you?
every week.
Okay, that's fine. I am Alex, and I'm playing Dogfoot, and we are both he, him. That is us.
Awesome. And what is your mantle?
Winter Court Fae. A little goblin.
Love it. Okay, Gus.
I'm Gus. I'm playing Vold, the were-dog, both vegan.
Okay. Awesome. Kai.
God, okay. Hi, I'm Kai. I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai, but it doesn't matter at this point. I am playing Amelia Sinclair, and we both go by she, her, and we're creature criminal.
Awesome. Keith.
Hi, I'm Keith. I use he, him pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Alice, who uses she, her pronouns. And Alice is a reporter, a normal human who will be fine.
Totally. Nothing bad will happen to them whatsoever.
Still extraordinary, though.
Nothing bad has
Even
ever
though you're
happened
normal.
to us
Right?
at any point.
Exactly. Void.
Hi, I'm Void, they, them. I'm playing Ari, she, they. Ari is a summer fae.
Awesome. And I am Pluto, and I am playing everyone else. My pronouns are they, them. And with that, let's kick off our intro video. Okay, everyone. So we are back. Before we dive into this episode and introduce Amelia to all of you, let's start off with a recap. And I'm going to pick one of you to do the recap from the last episode. Let's see. Where did Alex go?
No, don't do it. Not me.
Alex is weird.
No, I'm just kidding. I will have Void. Why don't you go ahead and do it?
Okay, sure. Last time on Just in Time, all of us died in horrific ways, except for Alice, who was having actually an excellent time. See, Vold got absolutely destroyed by a giant lobster thing. And then Dogfoot and I got thrown into the wild phase realm where the hunt hunted us down and then just absolutely murdered us with some thorny vines. And Alice, meanwhile, was just having a swell old time being succubied to death, I guess. Was that what happened there?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, and then we all woke up in this strange place that is in no time and no place, being ruled over by Queen. Please fill in here, Pluto.
1 second. So open rolls.
Emra, right?
Amira?
Queen Amira.
Amira.
Amira,
Yeah.
a clockwork-looking fae who has dominion over time, and who's been locked away by the other fae because she's too powerful and cool and awesome. And apparently, some real bad stuff is going down with Dresden, and somebody's going around trying to mess up all of his timelines. So she agreed to let us live a little longer if we just helped her out with that mush.
Mm-hmm.
I think that pretty much covers it.
Covered it, and I think the 4 of you had left for the first disruption as we ended the session, with mention of a 5th member to join you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, so, Kai, where would Amelia be in a typical day in 2010?
Gosh, 2010. It definitely would have just been like a normal day. She would wake up, do like her morning routine, which would have been like coffee, reading probably a book out on the balcony,
Mm-hmm.
thinking where her life went wrong, and just like kind of going through life, grading some papers, just a low-key kind of morning.
Why don't you describe what Amelia looks like?
Yeah, so Amelia is about 5'8", 5'9", so like a little taller than average. She has this olivey kind of skin tone. She has this blonde hair that goes all the way down her back. That's usually in like box braids, usually. And she has very strong features. She has very high cheekbones, very kind of like not totally sunken in cheeks, but definitely this not quite human look to her. It's almost ethereal, almost, with these golden honey eyes. So that's her. She always wears a leather jacket, and it's very put together.
Nice. Sounds good. Okay, so yeah. Day goes pretty slow for you. Have some papers to grade. Gets about like 5 p.m. ish. You get a text from the family. Hey Ames, we have a job for you. Grandfather wants you to come down the next 2 hours or so. It's from your cousin, Patty.
Okay. I'll respond with no problem. Usual place? Question mark.
Just get a thumbs up reaction to the message.
Cool. Okay. I'll set an alarm so that I'm early
Mm-hmm.
and not just on time.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything you want to take care of beforehand?
Regrets, life choices. That's pretty much it.
That was reasonable. Okay. So we fast forward a little bit. Your alarm goes off. You head downtown. It's not really. It's like on the outskirts of Chicago, kind of near where White Sox Stadium is. So like just inside the city. And that's not totally because that's one of the things that stood out to me when I visited Chicago. But yeah, you head to like an unmarked building, like it looks like an old storefront, in like a street where like it's a bunch of old storefronts that haven't been bought out by the public yet, so they're all like in disarray. Yeah, you head there. You see one person out front, just kind of like leaned up against the door. Hey, Amelia, what's going on?
Hey,
You see a 6'8" African American man, probably late 20s, bald, just jacked. He's on retainer for your company. You know him simply as Big Rick.
sick.
Yeah, I think your grandfather's in there, and I think your mom's here as well. Um, a couple of the cousins, I
Oh.
believe. They had, I don't know, it's something big's going down. They needed you here, though.
Yeah, I mean, my mom's never here, so that's
Yeah. She's
no like intel.
she's kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, try living with her. Okay. Yeah, cool. Awesome. I'll walk past him and head in.
Sounds good. Yeah, you head on in. You see some people milling about, but you see the back door is cracked open, and that's not usually open unless he's expecting someone, and that's your grandfather's office at the end of the hall.
I'll knock before I go in.
Okay, yeah, you knock, you enter. Your grandfather's behind his desk. He's getting up there in age. He's in his mid 80s. Definitely has the wrinkles with age, like some liver spots. His hair is growing, but he still looks very distinguished and professional, and it just has that kind of like don't fuck up aura around him. Your mom's sitting off to the side, more professional, hair up in one of those like little beehive type setups, with her braids kind of like winding up, pantsuit looking not a thing out of place, and just looks at you as you enter and stands up. Oh, Amelia, dear, we really got to update your wardrobe. And she just starts fussing over you immediately, straightening your shirt, wiping a little smudge off the corner of your face, fixing your hair up. Come in,
I'm
come
gonna
in.
like swat her away.
Why would you do that to your poor mother? I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah, sure.
Amelia, dear, why don't you grab a seat? This is your grandfather talking now.
I'll sit in one of the chairs, not too close to the desk, but definitely still close enough to not be like I'm avoiding this whole conversation.
So, we both know you don't want to be here, so I'm going to cut to the chase. I need you to take something for me tonight from one of our rivals. I got a tip that Marcone is going to be out of town. I need you to go to one of his headquarters in the center of the city and take this item for me. And he just slips a little piece of paper across the desk.
I'm gonna look at it.
It's like a sketch of some necklace. It's very old. It's like a thick gold chain with like an emblem of what looks like a mix, like a it's almost like a yin yang symbol, but it's in white and or not white. It's in like a light ice-ish blue and a dark red. He got his hand on this artifact that our family's been looking for a while. This is the perfect opportunity for us to take it back. I trust that your discretion, you can do this for us.
Do you have any important information? Like, what's the guards gonna be like? Is he really out of town, or is that just something that you heard?
Glad you asked. And he hands over a little like notepad he pulls out of his pocket. Here's all the intel that we were able to gather on the building itself, patrol routes, how many people are expected to be there, and information on about why Macron is out of town. We had tips from a lot of our sources that are pretty reliable around the city that he is out on a business trip. He signed some new deal recently within the last year or so with some, it's described as foreign power. I'm not really sure. But he's been in and out of Chicago a lot since then. So his eyes aren't as on the city as it's been recently.
Okay, so what? I get in, I get out, and that's done.
Yeah, that's what we asked of you. Get in, get the item, bring it back. You know the drill by now.
Am I the only one going in?
Yes, it will just be you. I think we will be able to spare Patty to be on comms for you for the night. But we don't have any further manpower. This is a delicate operation, so we don't want to alert anyone. We need someone that can get in silently and get out silently.
and that's it. And then I'm done.
And then you're done.
I really don't have a choice, do I?
No, you don't.
Then you already know your answer.
Appreciate it. Well, you have probably want to wait till it gets completely dark. So you probably have a few hours to prepare. If you need anything, you can ask Rico out front. Besides that, if I have anything further to discuss now, you and your mom can get. I have some business to attend to.
Of course. And she's just gonna stand, like, side-eye her mom, and then start to walk out.
Love you, Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom follows you out as the door slams shut behind you. Well, grandfather seems to trust you with this. I'm sure you won't mess this up, right, dear?
Do I ever?
I hope not. He seems very anxious about whatever this is, and I wouldn't want to see anything happen to you like what happened to your brother.
Oh, you weren't gonna bring that up anymore.
It's hard not to. Just take care, okay? She just pats your cheek and heads off down the hall, to where her office is in this like building. Yeah, you just see some of your cousins milling about. You do see Patty at the bar, with Rico, who's like a mix of bartender / butler for the establishment.
I'm gonna go over to Patty.
Amelia, how's it going? Patty jumps down.
Hey.
Patty is like 5 foot nothing. Very tiny little blonde haired, like bubbly girl. Think like the personality of Alice from Twilight. I don't know why that popped in my head, but that's where we're going with. She glides over to you, gives you a big hug, kisses you on either cheek. Come, sit down. I had Rico bring us some drinks. I'm so excited to get to work with you. Usually don't get to do much in the field, so this would be great.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't remember the last time that we worked together. It's been a while.
Yeah, I needed some extra money, and grandfather said that I could help with logistics for tonight, so got me this really cool fan and decked it out with all this cool spy-like equipment. It's so dope.
Yeah. So, have you ever been on a job like this before?
Not at all, but it'll be fine. I got this.
At that, not at all. She's absolutely gonna just down that drink.
That's fair. Yeah, as soon as you down it, Rico just silently slides another one over at you and gives you a wink and goes back to like dusting off the end of the bar.
You'll do fine. It'll be fine. It's easy. It won't be
it
any
can't
problems.
be anything different than the AV classes I took in college, right?
Nope, not different at all.
Okay, cool. She like looks around for a while and then like reaches under the table. Okay, I got the spots. She opens it up. Here's your earpiece. So just put this in. Wait, hold on. Sorry, that one's mine. This one, you put this one in. This receiver that will pick up from the fan, and then I need to just. And she like reaches, like yanks your shirt and like puts a little mic on like the inside of your collar. Okay, you put that there. Should be good, and it should. She like looks around. It should stay when you transform.
Oh, that's good to know.
Just make sure not to shred up the shirt this time. It's kind of embarrassing when you showed up. You showed up like the last couple jobs. You showed up naked, and grandfather almost had a heart attack.
It's fine. It's fine. Shit happens. I'm still getting used to it. Okay.
Fair enough. Okay. Is there anything you need here from Rico, or am I good to go out and get ready?
No, you're good. Get out of here.
Okay,
I'll see you in a few hours.
As she runs out, you hear the doors shut. You hear her like you hear some like distant babbling. That you sure she's probably babbling at Rick out front, and then you hear a loud screech as the fan just peels off down the road.
Jesus Christ.
Rico comes over and clears her drink and just pats your hand. It'll be okay, Amelia. I'm sure you can handle it. You're a professional. She's just a little excitable.
Yeah, don't I know it?
But here's some of your little burglary kit if you need it at all. I refilled everything you had in there from last time. There's a mask in there if you need to keep your identity secret. There's some lock pits, etc., all that kind of stuff you need. And I hope you won't need this, but this is well. And he hands over a pistol.
Sweet. All right. She's going to check the pistol to make sure everything's
Yep.
A-okay and
Yep.
whatnot, and look over everything. Well, thanks. I guess I'll see you when I get home.
Yeah, sounds good. And grandfather said he's going to be all night. I think he expects you back as soon as you're done. So
Yeah, no, last time I took too long, I think he started sweating. So
yeah,
Can't have that.
he's been pretty anxious all day. He's been yelling at everyone in the club, so not the best of moods.
he never is, let's be real.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Marcone. But yeah, good luck.
Thanks. I'm gonna get up and start heading to the door.
Okay. Yeah. You head out. You have like a few hours. Is there anywhere you want to go before you meet up with Patty?
No, I think she would stay local. Like, wouldn't necessarily go home, but would just like drive around the area, scope out the location, look for like cracked windows, doors that maybe don't have as strong as hinges, things like that.
Yeah, you
Just casually drive by.
you head near the location. It's near like the center of town, so it's closer to like where the bean and all that stuff is. Which it's not really that busy the time of day as you think it would be, but there is the crosstown game between the Sots and the Cubs at Sots Stadium, so everyone's at that part of town right now. So you're driving around, it's pretty quiet. Not a lot of people out and about in the streets. You drive past the general area, and it seems pretty silent. Like you see a few people kind of like patrol around. That kind of goes with what you got in the notes that you received. But nothing of note. Why don't you give me a guile check, actually?
Cool. That's going to be, I can math. 9 in total.
Holy shit. Wait a second. How did you get a 9?
I rolled a 6, which is a positive, and then I have a 3 in guile.
Okay, so it's a 4 then. So it's
Oh, okay.
So any 5
Oh.
and any 5 and 6s are 1 point each. Any 1s and 2s are
Oh.
-1
This
each.
makes
And then
so
3s and
much
4s are
sense.
neutral. They don't count for anything. That's how it goes. Yeah, no worries. I was like, wow,
Oh
you
my
must have rolled.
goodness.
I was like, wait, no, you couldn't even roll that if you rolled all positives on the dice. I'm like, no, that can't work.
Thick.
Okay,
Make
cool.
it
So
a
you
little
had
better.
1 positive on the dice roll. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4. Yeah, you're heading around. It does seem almost too quiet. Like, sure, there's a game going on downtown and all, but like, not everyone goes to baseball games, especially being this close to like a lot of the hotels where like a lot of the businesses that come to town stay. Like this time of night during the summer, it should be a little busier than this. So you're a little weirded out by that. You definitely note that.
Okay. I'll take a mental note of that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then she's just gonna just drive streets and just drive
Yeah.
until
Yeah, you just drive around for a few hours until it's time. Around like 9:15, you hear a very loud voice in your ear. Amelia, are you there? Is this working? Hello,
Oh my
hello,
God.
testing 1, 3,
oh
4.
my god. Patty, you're like at a 10. I need you at like a 3.
Is this better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I'm at the point. I'm in the part near the bean at a good vantage point to look at the building. Whenever you're ready to head in. Looks like the patrol's getting ready to head around the back now, so you can probably scale the front of the building, I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. You sure it's clear?
Yeah, I don't see anything. Let me roll for Patty. Yeah, I don't see anything around It looks clear. I already took out the cameras with this tech that grandfather gave me. They seem to be offline, so I think you're good.
Sweet. Okay. She's gonna start to head over. Are there any like fire escapes or anything that I can
Yeah, there's a
scale?
fire escape on the building next to the building you're going in.
Sweet. I'm going to just scale that as quietly as possible.
As quietly as possible. Okay, give me a guile roll.
That's a 4 again.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you just almost gracefully, almost like a cat, one could say, just jump from railing to railing as you climb the fire escape and perch on the edge of the top of it across from the roof of the building.
And how far would the jump be to the next building?
It
over?
would be about a 10-foot jump from the top of the railing. And that's just like a standstill jump.
Okay.
You think you
And I
could
have
potentially do it in this form? You know you could easily scale it in your other form.
I'll switch over to
Okay.
my animal form.
As you transform, why don't you describe what the transformation looks like in your new appearance?
It's happened so quickly that if you blink, you almost miss it. But there's a sound of like just bones cracking all like simultaneously as she like kind of cranes her neck a little. And as she's perching up on the rail, she slowly sits, and this very sleek black cat just appears perching on this railing.
Awesome. So your wear form's like a full-on animal. I love it. So you're just a full-on black cat.
Yep.
Perfect. So yeah, was in your place is now just Alex, hold up your cat. that's
Yes.
that's what's there. That's literally Amelia now.
Yes. And the only thing that's left of her is like her like kind of honey eyes are now even more golden.
Yeah, and the one thing that stands out to note as well, the shirt you were wearing is now a little collar in the same exact color and fabric as the shirt. And there's a little black dot where the mic is.
Perfect.
Testing. Meow, 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 meow. Can you hear me? Meow once
Yes,
for
I can
yes
hear you.
and 2 for no. Oh, you can
She'll
talk?
meow once. Yeah, you didn't know that? I guess this
Oh.
is your first mission, I think.
No, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. Okay. But yeah, you change into cat form and you can jump on over pretty easily.
Yep. I'm just
Jump.
gonna make that leap.
Yep, you make that leap. You land on your feet perfectly fine. There is one door leading down into the building on top. It is locked.
Is there a window or anything that's
It
maybe
has a
partially open?
little square window in the center of the door.
How high is this door?
It's about a normal sized door, so the door is probably about maybe like 8 foot tall. Window's probably about like 4.5 feet up.
Cool. I am going to attempt to jump on the handle of the door,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell me if I'm able to do this because I don't know if I am.
Go for it.
I want to use one of my claws and just create this perfect little.
You want to just try to scratch a circle through the
Yes.
window?
Yep, absolutely.
That's dope as hell, and you're an actual cat, unlike Catwoman who just has the stuff. You actually have the claws, so you can easily just do that.
Perfect.
So yeah, you
Perfect.
cut
And I
out
just
a
want to
perfect
jump through
circle. It
that.
just kind of just brushes the edge of the square. It's the perfect, and you just kind of paw it, and like your paw actually like suctions it out, and you drop it on the outside, and then you just go boop, and just jump
Yep.
right in.
Perfect.
From the layout of the building, from what the intel said, this is the top floor of a 5-story building. The necklace is believed to be in the vault on the 3rd floor. Patrol wise, there is 3 people on each floor on a rotation. They rotate every few minutes, and you know where all the blind spots are. Patty said the camera should be fried. You know that typically lasts for about 20-25 minutes. That's about how much time you have to get to the vault and out.
Awesome. I'm just going to do a quick surveillance, see if anyone's coming, and just very quietly make my way towards hopefully where the stairs are.
Okay. For the surveillance, give me a focus roll. For the stealth, give me another dial.
Ooh. Okay. Focus wasn't great, but it's fine. Guile was another 4.
Okay, perfect.
Focus was a 1. I think that's how math works.
Very silent.
Yeah.
You're able to get through without anyone hearing or seeing you. Like, you don't see anyone noticing your presence or anything as you go from floor to floor. But you don't really notice anything outside of just, you see the couple people wandering around here and there with like kind of your expectations of where they should be. But you don't really notice anything else on a note. Biggest thing is it's still very quiet here, like you spotted around the neighborhood itself. But you're able to head down to the 3rd floor where you know the vault room is.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm just going to keep going and just stealth my way through this.
Yeah, with we'll ride that 4 you had, and you get into the actual hallway leading to the vault. There is a ton of lasers, like Mission Impossible type setup between you and the vault door.
Is there any one direction that I can see that gives me an absolutely clear view, easiest way through?
They seem to be moving around. They don't seem to be a set thing. They tend to be rotating around the area. So you see blind spots here and there, but you know you're gonna have, once you move, you're gonna have to like move fast. You won't be able to just stop and like pace yourself.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as I see like a free spot, I'm just moving, and like I'm gonna take a minute before I move to like navigate kind of where they're going and time everything, and then I'm just going to, from that knowledge, make a break for it.
Okay, cool. Give me a flare roll. Let's see how cool this looks. You're gonna Mission Impossible your way across the hallway.
That's
Let's
a
see.
0.
Ooh, 0. So it looks more like Johnny English than it does James Bond as you go between all the lasers. But you get through. It doesn't trip any of the alarms, but you make it to the end of the hallway. It's a giant vault above you, especially if you in cat form. It's like a 20-foot door by 20-foot wide, thick metal with just one of those old style like turn handles.
Okay.
No technology on the door itself though, which is, you do know that is weird.
And I don't see any wires above me, like at the ceiling or anything like that.
No, it just seems to be like an old asphalt door with a turnstile latch to open it up.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay. I am going to, still in cat form, attempt to jump up on it, like on the dial. And I'm going to see how much of my body weight I can press down to see if eventually, once it starts to loosen, I can just keep walking.
You want to like hamster will it open?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me a force roll.
That's going to be a 3.
Yeah, it almost seems too easy. Like you push down on it for not even a full minute and it starts to give, and you're able to just like leisurely walk on the turntable style setup of the door until it creaks open, just enough for your cat body to sleep in.
Perfect. I'm just going in.
As you head in, it is completely dark except for one light on a case. And there seems to be like a black box inside the case. Maybe about this big.
Do I hear anything?
It's completely silent in the vault. Completely silent, the only light coming from above the item and the little crack in the vault door at the moment.
I'm going to walk you to Patty. All right, I'm in. I think I've located it, but something does not seem right.
Yeah, you head over to the item.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just going to go over it.
Give me another focus roll, please.
That's a 4.
As a 4. So you immediately notice as the vault door slams shut behind you. And the lights all turn on. And surrounding you in the room are 10 guys in suits. And one guy in particular in the center, you know as John Marcone.
Awesome.
Well, looky here. We have a lost kitten. Or should I say Amelia. Hi dear, how have you been? How's your grandfather?
I'm just going to sit down, like not a big deal. I'm unfazed.
But weren't you here for something? And he heads over to the item and he unlatches the glass thing and puts the box on the ground and kicks it over to you. Go ahead, open it up.
No, you.
You see him gesture, and one of the goons come over and just kind of open the box up in front of you. Inside the box is a note. On the note it says, "Sorry, Amelia. Business is business. He paid a fair sum. Love you, grandfather."
Oh my.
I do always say that anyone can be bought, Amelia. I'm sorry, screw up your grandfather. I used to have some respect for him, but business is business. Now let's see if you really do have 9 lives.
Hold on. We can work this out.
What do you have in mind? Why don't you shift back to? It's really disconcerting talking to a cat. It's a little weird.
Fine, and I'll shift back.
There we go. There's the young woman I know. Why don't you have a seat? And you see one of the goons like roll over an old office chair and just set it behind you.
I'll sit down and I'll cross my leg. Just one over the other, just very casual.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's unfazed.
So, what do you have to say?
Well, I have this loyalty, one might say, to my family, but they've screwed me over one too many times. Like this, for example. Wouldn't you want someone who's maybe a little more sly than some of your other guys to do some of your jobs?
It'd be interesting. But you're not the only supernatural person in the city. I have a little better help in my employ. And he gestures to like this lady next to him, who's like kind of statuesque, like blonde, kind of like Nordic look to her. Give me a intellect roll.
That's a 4.
Do you
Thank God
recognize
these dice.
you recognize her not by name specifically, but the description of a Valkyrie that's been in town. It's the kind of work as a security service that Odin kind of loans out for money. You hear she's been in town for the last like few years at least by this point.
She'll like give a nod to her and look back at him.
Yeah, no reaction from the Valkyrie. So as you can see, not much use for a house cat.
Because surely there's something we can work. I can, gather intel from my family,
Work.
hand it over to you whenever you'd like.
That is possible. Give me a second as I check something here. I believe he actually has a stat block in the book. He does not. I'll just draw top of my head then. Why don't you give me your choice of either intellect or focus for this? To try to persuade him.
That is a 3.
Okay. Your offer has some merit. Let's talk about this in my office. And he gestures for a dude to open the door. They open it all the way open. After you.
He'll walk in.
You walk out the vault. You hear a gun cock and the bang as it goes off. And the last thing you see is a flash of light as you disappear from this time and place.
Awesome.
So to the world, Amelia Sinclair is dead in John Marcone's vault. But you are no longer in time and space any longer. You wake up in what looks like a medical bay. Completely white. Like every single item in here is pure white. It's almost kind of hard to see the desk and the beds and like the door because everything is just so blended in together. But as you jerk awake, you look around and you see a like golden light pointing out the door that's open at the end of the hall. And you grab your head, like you have a headache for some reason, and you remember what happened, and you feel a round hole in the center of your forehead. Not bleeding any longer, but it is there. It is not healed over. But yet somehow you're not dead.
And then you said the door's open?
Yeah, the door is open at the end of the med bay.
I am very shakily going to stand up and like prop myself up on this wall for support and start hobbling down this hallway. One hand still on my forehead because she's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, so you head out, you follow the arrows, you come to a hallway with 12 what looks like clockwork knights, each with a clock in the center of their chest set to a different hour each. And it's in like long, like giant throne room like doors at the end.
And they're all different time periods?
Different
Different times?
They're different hours. So like the ones on the left are an even from 12 all the way to 10, and the other side is 11 all the way to 9. Like if you go around the clock.
I'm just going to go through one of those doors.
Yeah, you go down the end of the hallway, you go through the throne room, and you come into like a very well done, majestic throne room. Still everything in that pure white. And sitting on the throne, if you look at the roll 20, is this lady here. Young Amelia, welcome.
Where am I?
I think the better question to ask would be, when are you? But you're in my realm. I'm Queen Amera, Fae of Time.
times of time.
Of time. I reside over everything that has been, everything that will be, and the present itself. You had a little mishap, so I decided to pull you here and offer you something instead.
And that something is.
How would you like to save the universe? Or I could let you die. That could work too.
No, that's okay. I'm good. But that's a big feat for someone who
It is.
hasn't done much.
Done plenty. You're accomplished at what you do, and you're a powerful wearer in your own right. Just betrayal can drop even the mightiest. Why don't you come closer? I can inform you. Should have been able to pull you to the same point as the others. I think something in Marcone's vault was interfering, however. The others have already been here, and have already went off back to the first disturbance. Mission I have for you. If you heard of a name, I'm sure you've heard of. Have you heard of Harry Dresden? You know, hotshot wizard in Chicago.
Yeah.
Doesn't really hide the fact. Yeah. Someone is interfering in the timeline with the events surrounding him throughout the decades in Chicago, which have been very big events in the supernatural world. If these events are disturbed, it could break the timeline in a way that would cause an apocalypse. I'm limited here in my realm. I'm not allowed to leave. My powers are only in this realm itself. And you see she waves her hand and a bullet pops out of your head, scatters in front of you as the bullet wound heals up. You feel it. You feel like your skin on the back of your head and on your forehead stitch itself back together. Almost as if it rewinded, because the bullet popped out the back the way it came in. And you look back and you see a full bullet, not just a slug that entered.
Can I pick the bullet up and pocket it?
Sure. Love that. So,
who are these others that you talk about?
She waves her hand, and you see the depths of the others. You see a giant were-dog getting eaten by a much bigger abomination of a creature. You see a little goblin and looks like a summer fae, maybe like a fairy of some sort, getting strangled to death by thorns with the wild fae and the Earl King around them. And you see a very steamy scene with a young reporter and what you recognize as a white court vampire before the eyes just roll the back of the head. These are the others that I've pulled. A very prominent reporter on the supernatural, a summer and a winter fae, and you have fellow were creature. All strong at what they do in their own right. They've already been here and they've been sent off to this disturbance back in 2002.
All right, so that means, yeah, sure, why not? I've already been dead, so what's even weirder things to happen at this point?
Awesome. So here you go, and she hands you over. Here's a black card. We'll cover any expenses within reason. Here is a phone that will already have the other numbers programmed as soon as you go there. They receive theirs as they appear to their new location. She hands you over a Nokia brick. You're going to the early 2000s. That's like the best they had back then.
That's
as soon as you go in the realm, they'll be alerted that you've arrived. You back then will disappear temporarily while you're in their place. So you will appear back in that version of yourself. At least everyone will see you as that version of yourself, which I believe, how old is Amelia?
she's like 28, 29.
Okay, yeah, so everyone will see you as like your early 20s, even though you'll still be your 28, 29-year-old self.
and my family's just going to assume I'm still alive, and
Yep, they
my
will,
grandfather's not going to try to kill me.
unless they note anything different, they won't say anything. Now, part of this is that you five are removed from time, so anything that may or may happen, she gestures to the bullet in your pocket, will no longer come to pass. At least when it gets to that point, if you guys make it through your mission, it'll just kind of blip over it. But I mentioned that because your first mission is to make sure that the deaths of Sergeant Karen Murphy and John Marcone do not happen.
I'm not big into saving the person that just killed me, but
yeah, I figured that would be the case. But if he dies, a lot worse is going to happen. Around this time, there was a were creature, almost like uprising in this town that Dresden was investigating, and both Marcone and Murphy played big roles in helping him solve the case. If they were to die, Dresden might be overrun and bad things can happen. You'll be sent back 2 weeks before the events.
okay, fine. I won't kill him myself. It's fine.
Good to hear. Once we're caught up with the timeline and we're back to the present, at least the present of the events that happened, do whatever you may like. But she gestures and a purple portal appears next to you. Whenever you're ready, dear.
All right. Well, what's the worst thing that could happen? And she's going to take a deep breath and walk into this purple portal that she's like, what the hell's going on anymore?
Awesome. Famous last words. What's the worst that could happen? You head through the portal. You appear back in 2002. The others of you all get a painful jolt to the brain with the knowledge that Amelia is here, and you get an image of a young olive-skinned girl with box braids running down her back. And that is where we will take our break before we get to the party interactions. So everyone has met Amelia. We already love her. See what happens. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes all. Hey everyone, welcome back. So before the break, we were introduced to Amelia. I killed Amelia, and Amelia got inducted into our little mission that we're on here now. So Amelia walks to the portal. The four of you are immediately alerted, painfully, with an image of Amelia in your head as she has entered the timeline. And Amelia, the same thing also happens to you, but you get 4 sharp jolts of pain. So you get 4 separate images of characters. And since Kai was gone the first episode, why don't you each briefly describe what your character looks like to Kai? We'll go in the normal order. So Alex, you're first.
God damn it. What the fuck? Okay, Dogfoot is short, little goblin, a big head, some horns and pointy ears, obviously. He can change his shape into like a little human boy who works at the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, hence the hat. He's got sharp little claws and a mouth full of pointy feet, and that's him.
Pointy boy.
Gus.
Vold is a rather stocky dude, tall, bald head, trimmed beard, and almost always wearing sunglasses.
Love that. Keith.
Alice is a relatively short, middle-aged Asian woman who is wearing a bright yellow jacket and some mom jeans.
Nice.
Love that.
Mom jeans.
And Void.
Artie's like a 5'1" fairy. Her wings are like pretty hard to discern, especially if you're closer to the human than you are to the supernatural. Although I think with your cat eyes, you'll have no issue. And just like a cute little fairy, mostly humanoid. It's just, really the wings will just give her away if you notice them.
Awesome. But yeah, as the rest of you feel that pain, you had the card in your hand as you appear, and you appear back wherever you were in this time stream. You also all have a brick phone in your hand now too, with the contacts open of the other 4. Like you see the other 4 names in your contacts and nothing else.
I feel like Ari is probably near Dogfoot.
Yeah, you guys
but
are
she's just gonna call him anyway, just immediately, even though he's like a foot away.
Yeah, you call him as you're walking down the street, and walking down to the other end is Dogfoot.
Hey!
Hello?
Hey, I see you! I see you! Hey! Hi!
Where?
Over here!
Where?
Right in front of you! Hey!
Oh, how'd you get this number?
I don't know! It just appeared! There's like 3 more. Huh? What about yours? Huh?
I gotta go. And then I'll hang it up and be like, Ari, someone just called me. I don't know how they got my number.
Oh my god, it was me!
It was?
I did it. Yeah. Just now. Hey. Maybe we should like catch up with the others? What do you think? Again?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll just call the next number alphabetically. So I think Dogfoot was D, so Vold would be the next one because the other 2 are on top.
Yep, so yeah, that's what down from Dogfoot would definitely be Vold. So Vold, where did you wake up at in 2002?
That was.
I think actually, yeah, this was actually
that was,
no, this was your timeline.
This was your timeline.
Yeah.
Where were you 2 weeks ago?
You
were
I
killed
just
like
would have been
right at the start of the second book, right before the actual events happened. So where were you 2 weeks ago?
He just would have been trashed at a crappy motel making plans.
Okay, we cut to like a Motel 8 somewhere in the city. You wake up to a phone going off.
All right. Oh, okay. Push the button. Yeah.
Hi. Hey, it's me.
Yeah, that's what my phone said.
Tell him I said hi. Tell him I
Okay.
said hi.
Dogfoot says hi. Hi.
Hi, Dogfoot.
Hi, where
Hi.
are you? We're like 2 blocks away from the bean.
I think I'm at a motel. Yeah.
Okay, but like where? Okay, listen, I think we should catch up like in the same place probably and figure out what we're doing, right?
Probably a good idea. Can you
Hey.
just like send me your location on the phone and I'll
Yeah,
find you?
no, we're like 2 blocks away from the bean. I don't think you could do that with these phones.
Yeah, how do you do that? in
There's definitely
2002?
nothing like that in 2002. There is no applications on these phones.
Gotcha.
You have a calculator.
I'll meet you at the bean then.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. We'll see you
See ya.
there. Okay, I'm gonna bye.
Just hangs up.
Okay, and then the next person alphabetically is
Be back to the top.
okay,
It'd be
Alice.
Alice, yeah.
It's fine. I don't know the middle of the alphabet. Don't worry about it.
That's the worst
an
part
A and a
anyway.
Z.
Okay, Alice,
No one
where
likes the
where
middle.
does Alice wake up? I believe 2 years ago for you.
Yeah, I think Alice is still in like her first apartment with one of her like shitty roommates. And so she kind of wakes up and she's like,
Yeah, you're definitely sharing like a 1 bedroom, but they got the bedroom. You're on the couch.
yeah.
Like there's just all your news shit spread out around you on the coffee table. Like this, like your work setup is the living room. I guess
Yeah, just like a bunch of files.
Living room's probably generous, but the
Yeah.
living space for the apartment.
There's like their pizza is like over the like all of my papers and shit. I'm like, again? Really?
Yeah, your phone goes off as you're like just into your new surroundings. You see a random black brick phone on the table and it goes off and you see Ari on the caller
Yeah.
ID.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. Hi Ari, how are you?
Hi. Pretty good. Listen, so Dogfoot and I are near the bean, and Vold is gonna meet us around here, and you should too, so it's like an easy place where we can all meet, and then we can get like food and talk about plans and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring my laptop.
Hey, listen,
I'll see you guys there.
I have a quick. Okay, never mind.
What's up?
Yep, I'll see you there. Hey, did you by any chance have like a really weird and painful image of like?
Yeah, of like a woman with olive skin
Yep.
and box braids. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's not just me then. Not just me. Okay,
I think that might be our 5th Power Ranger.
I'm. What color do you think she'll? What color do you think she'll pick?
About the Power Ranger subplot to this.
We should come up with new what if she's like teal
You're
or
right.
like orange or something?
You know what? I think you're right. We should come up with new colors, and maybe this time Vold will like have one that he actually wants instead of just like making him a color. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll see you. I'll
then.
see you there. Bye.
I love that.
Okay, and then I'll call the last one.
Okay. So Amelia, where would you have woke up 8 years ago?
Definitely her college dorm.
Okay, so you're at. I guess we'll just go with the University of Chicago. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in your dorm, University of Chicago. This would be probably junior year dorms. You wake up, get your bearings, your surroundings, and you hear a phone go off, like the generic ringtone that every phone has when it first you first buy it out the box.
Hello, Moto.
You see a little Nokia brick with Ari written across the screen, and as you look at the name, you get a flash of that Pitsy like person that you just saw in your head.
I'll pick it up. I'll really stare at it for a second. Be like, do I really want to do this? Is this a smart decision? And then that's the moment, like, you're like, they're not going to pick up. I'm just going to hang up. I'll pick up the phone.
Hello? Is this Amelia?
Hi.
Hi, this is Ari. Yeah. So did you by any chance, I know this is a really weird question, but did you any chance find yourself dying horrifically and then being in like a white room with a lady who was like made of clockwork who like send you back in the past to like maybe help Harry Dresden out? You know what Dresden's like.
Okay. Whoever is prank calling me right now, I really need you to knock this shit off.
No, okay, but for serious though.
Yes.
Okay, great. Listen, can you meet all of us at the bean? It's like this
Are
big
those
shiny
other
thing.
ones? I know what the bean is.
Okay.
Is those other people the same people that I just saw?
Okay. Listen. So, I'm gonna assume that I had a really really painful sudden headache where like I pictured this lady who had a voice, I'm guessing was yours. So maybe the same thing happened to you in reverse. So like I'm like 5'2", and I have green and black hair, and I have wings. And then my friend Dogfoot is like shorter than me, and he has like spiky teeth and horns. And then there's this guy called Vold, and he's just like big and tough looking with sunglasses. And there's this really cool lady called Alice, and she has this cool yellow jacket. Is that what you mean?
It makes me really worried that you're in my head right now.
Cool. Perfect. I'm so glad we're on the same page. Yeah. Can you meet us at the Bean? We'll have breakfast together, and then we'll like talk about Dresden and what to do about him, you know?
Yeah, sure. Like right now we're meeting at the beach?
Yeah, like right now. Listen, life is unreal anyway. I just have one quick question before I let you go though.
Okay.
Do you know about the Power Rangers? Okay, 2 questions. Do you know about the Power Rangers?
Yes.
Cool. Do you have like a favorite color that you like?
Definitely
Power
the
Rangers?
teal one.
Teal? Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dogfoot, she says teal.
Okay,
anyway, we'll
let me
see you
wait
at the
that down.
Bean. We're
I'm gonna write
just-
it on the
okay.
bean.
Dogfoot and I are like already here. We'll just be here until everybody else is here, and then we'll go find a place.
A
to eat,
security official comes over. Sir, you can't write on the
okay,
bean,
don't worry about
please. And then wipes it off.
We're fine.
I
We're
forgot.
fine.
I forgot the color.
Teal. Anyway, we'll see you. Okay.
Okay. I'm hanging up.
Dude.
Oh, I think she hung up on me.
This is gonna be great.
I'm sure she'll be here though. Let's just hang out and people watch, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, as our Fae go to people watch and everyone makes their way there, the last thing I should mention, Alice, as you're getting your bearings and you're looking around, you go to grab your keys. Hanging off one of the key hooks is a pair of nunchucks. Look very similar to a friend of yours from a few years back, but they're like they look clockwork. Like they're made out of gears and like clock wire, and like the nunchuck parts themselves are in the shape of 2 light clock hands.
That's very cool. Alice is gonna kind of pick them up, kind of like weigh them, and she's gonna say, "Thanks, Amira. This is nice. Thank you."
You
And then she's
you
gonna-
get a flash of welcome in your mind.
Oh, yeah, and I think she's gonna pack up some stuff, and then rush out the door.
So, effectively, those items that you got, that item that you got, gives you the mantle, in addition to your reporter mantle, of wielder of an artifact off of that Emerald City site that I shared with you guys. So feel free, in between all of the RP we're doing tonight, or even you can wait till after. It's probably not going to come up too much, if at all, tonight. Add all the core stunts and choose 1 free additional stunt in relation to that item, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, you guys head out and meet up at the Bean. The 4 of you find each other pretty well. Amelia hasn't really seen you guys in person. You guys kind of see Amelia wander around in between all the tourists of the Bean.
Vold's gonna do something on the way there, though.
Sure, we will do.
I'm just gonna have him stop off at like somewhere where he can get a pen and a letter, and he's gonna drop that credit card in,
Uh-huh.
and slap an address on there and just drop it in the mailbox as they're going.
So you're mailing the black card away?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we already have 4. What do I need mine for?
That is.
Good to know. Okay, cool. Definitely note that. So you guys, 4 of you are chatting. You guys can see Amelia kind of wandering around looking for the rest of you.
I think I see her.
There she is.
There she is. Amelia. Amelia.
She's just gonna do that casual, like, me.
Hi.
She'll walk over very cautiously.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, we're all here. Let's
Hi.
go get some breakfast, right?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
Alice.
Where do you guys want to eat? Oh, okay.
Shouldn't we introduce ourselves? I don't.
Sure. Yeah.
I thought we already did in our brains.
I don't think that counts. Yeah.
So I'm Alice. I'm a reporter at the Midwestern Arcane. Next.
I'm
gonna
Ari. We talked on the phone already. I don't have a job.
My name is Dogfoot. I know it's silly, but I train dolphins.
I don't think training dolphins is silly at
That
all.
makes it less silly.
Of course, it's serious business. What do you do?
Well, this year, I'm in school, I guess. So I don't really
Ooh.
work.
What are you studying?
I'm history. I was
Oh, nice.
working on being an archaeologist.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Very
That is really
very
cool.
fit in for this game.
You must be really smart. Alice is
I
also really smart. I don't know about
Oh.
everybody else though.
Thank you.
What? I don't know much about you yet, Vold. You're very strong. I know
Yeah.
that. Oh, also, Amelia.
I should mention as Vold and Amelia are within range over there. You guys smell horrible to each other.
Like a cat and a dog.
Yep.
Hey,
Just like
Amelia.
old cat smell and wet dog smell is what each of you are smelling.
Also,
No.
I feel like you should know this. Vold is actually from like this time, and he got like chopped up by like a lobster thing. So we might run into that.
Oh yeah.
So just so you know.
Yeah, if you see a thing with 6 arms and really big teeth, avoid it.
Noted.
Solid advice.
Oh, also, guys, Amelia picked teal. I'm also still gonna be green, obviously. But if you guys want to change colors, you can do that.
Let me note down your.
The little
ranger
ones have
colors.
decided that we're the Power Rangers as a team.
Amelia's teal.
Mm.
Power Rangers are cool. They're
Interesting.
like humans plus.
Ari is green. What was Alice?
I think Alice wants to be goldenrod.
Goldenrod. Okay, Dogfoot.
I'm gonna change to chartreuse.
Nice.
A what?
Chartreuse.
I have no idea what that is.
Figure out how to spell that.
I'm gonna probably
It's
spell
like
it.
it's a yellow green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
They
if you look at like the color of the like my bottom wing, the color it's reflecting right now, that's chartreuse.
Awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Vold, I
Incidentally.
believe we said Vold was pink. Was what his
Yeah,
bracelet
Vold.
was.
Vold, are you sticking to pink?
Vold's gonna take whatever color you gave him. So yeah.
Pink it is,
Nice.
baby.
God. I love
I
the
think
whole
we're-
Power Rangers subplot, considering I'm in a
It's
fucking
Power Rangers
game, but I played it
pastel.
last night.
You know what? Chartreuse is kind of close to like green, so I'm gonna specify emeralds. Cool.
Mm,
I like.
taste.
Nice, thanks.
So breakfast.
So should we get? Yeah, let's get something to eat. What's good around here?
Can I
I
say
don't
a specific
know.
place?
Yeah,
I
Alex,
wasn't
Alex,
around
what's
yet.
good to eat in Chicago around the bean?
Let's not stick around the bean. Let's get on the L and go to Lincoln Park and eat at Clark's
Oh.
Diner.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. We probably shouldn't talk about the stuff on the train. I'm just saying.
Oh, the time stuff?
Something tells me that
Yeah.
everybody around us would just think we're insane, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Vold,
Yeah.
you say that, you look around, there's definitely some people. There's a lot of space around the 5 of you at the moment. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, your group's kind of
Where-
stands out together, the 5 of you. You just did not look like you mesh well at like first sight at all.
Wow. First of all, that's rude. Alice can mesh with anyone.
Can they now?
I don't know. Yeah, let's
Can't wait to ride the train.
So is there like
Lead
a
the way.
line in front of this restaurant when we get there? Is it usually crowded?
I don't know what time of day it is, but we've been saying breakfast, so the morning, probably not, but it's pretty popular. At least it was back in 2010-ish, so I imagine 2002 was as well. So the answer is I don't know.
You guys head to the L train. You go to like the area where you like pay to get on, or where you use a pass. I don't know. I've never been on it. It just automatically lets you through.
Nice.
I like to think that Dogfoot, it's like a turnstile thing that you have to walk through. That Dogfoot goes to walk through it, but he's like just walks right underneath it. It doesn't.
You
even
walk
turn.
underneath it, and it still beeps green as you do. And like the turntable goes over and smacks you in the back of the head as you walk over it.
Who did that?
But yeah, as the rest of you all approach the turntiles, they also flash green, and you guys can just walk right through.
To get used to this.
All your phones beep at the same time.
Oh.
And it's not from a contact, it's from an unknown number. It says, "Perk of the job. You're welcome."
Well, that was kind. I never pay anyway, so
Yeah. Ari loves the train. It's her favorite. Like it combines all of the like there's great people watching. There's like specifically like odd behavior happens on train. Like sometimes people will just randomly break out and dance, which is amazing. And if that does happen on the train that they're on, by the way, she will 100% like use her powers to make them even better at whatever it is that they're doing and more impressive and give them like an ego about it. So that's how she rolls. Trains are super cool. Like the idea that humans dug these holes under their own cities so that they can move around really fast is just something like fascinating to her. It's the best.
And they smell amazing.
No, but that's fine.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, this is like middle of the day. The L train is packed. You guys quickly lose sight of Dogfoot with them being so small. They're like,
what do you mean?
They're like
no, we're
bundled
on the
in
train
between the
together. I'm
people.
holding Dogwood's.
Are you holding their hand like a little kid?
Yes, we're obviously
Oh.
holding hands. I like to think it's so packed though that like if I were to jump, just like the pressure of the people, like I
Would
don't
hold you up.
land.
Yeah.
And my feet are just like dangling there.
Love that for you. But yeah, you guys head downtown. There is some performances going around. There's some people just randomly singing. There's some like playing instruments at the end. And like you guys notice like Ari flitting about, and like whoever performer she goes to, like the performance immediately upticks like a whole notch up from how they sounded before or how they performed before. And everyone on the train just seems to be in a very great mood when you guys arrive at your destination.
Excellent job, everyone. And then I'm gonna put my black card in like their little instrument case that they're asking for tips. Just the whole card.
No. I think we need that.
I can give half of it and I'll like start to snap it.
It does not snap. But the guy's like, wait. You can just. There wasn't Stripe back then, was there?
No.
You can just
Very much not.
pay me
Do you
in
have Cash App?
You have cash, right? You can just pay me in cash. You don't need it.
I'll put some cash. Yeah, I'll put some cash into their hat and
Appreciate it,
give
thank you.
Dogfoot back his credit card.
Take in my pockets and hand them a button.
The responsible person already gave their card away, and then two people probably shouldn't be trusted with these cards in the first place. So this is great.
We're all just gonna get rid of them. Fuck your
We'll
plans,
see.
Pluto.
You should all be broke. I don't care. If that happens, the only ones with jobs and like actual jobs in the cities are Alice and technically Dogfoot. So
Oh yeah. But I've never collected a paycheck. I just never went in to get it.
you signed up to volunteer and they never like promoted you to an actual employee, so you've just been volunteering for free for years.
Wow.
I got a hat.
But yeah, you guys head into Plart's. It's not super packed. You're able to get a table pretty relatively soon, maybe like 15-minute wait. And a waitress comes over to collect your orders. Like older Latino lady, maybe like mid-60s. What can I get? You guys need anything to drink? Do you need time to order? What can I get for you?
I would like waffles with crepes and sausage, and a hot dog, and a slice of pie, and French fries, and ravioli.
Wow, that's so much. You must be really hungry. That makes sense.
We don't serve ravioli, but I can get the rest of that for you.
Okay, and chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk, sure.
Or
She
pancakes.
sees you as a little kid, so she just like she looks to Vold as you order because Vold looks the most
Aw.
parent-like to the group. That okay with
What?
you, sir? That
Get him what he
your
wants.
son. Okay, cool.
No.
Sorry.
4 pancakes, 12 eggs, and a bacon pile the size of his head.
Okay, shit ton of bacon. Got it. The rest of you?
I want waffles, like with all the kinds of fruits that you have on top, and then a lot of that cream stuff. And some orange juice and some apple juice. And do you have any kind of fruit juices that are not those fruit juices?
Yeah, I think there's a strawberry lemonade.
Okay, I'll get two.
Okay, cool. Noted. You miss. You turns to Alice.
I'll have 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs over easy, and a coffee, please.
She looks much more relieved at your order. That's actually an order on the menu, eggs and toast. That's like an actual thing she just write the number for with coffee. Okay, that's more what I expected. And you miss?
Coffee black, and then just a side of toast with some jam.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'll bring the coffees out, and the juices. The rest might take a bit of time. She has like 3 pages of notes open. I'll bring it out as soon as I can.
Thank you.
That's all you want? That's it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Yeah.
put my hand to your forehead and be like, "Are you feeling okay?"
Aw.
The lady did tell you about the black cards, right?
Huh?
Vold is talking to
no,
Amelia.
breakfast isn't my thing, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
It's
same.
just-
Yeah.
I'm more of a dinner person, you know.
As the waitress starts to walk away, we'll be like, and a large orange juice.
You see her. She doesn't turn back. She just stops, pulls the notebook back out, scribbles, stuffs
And
it
a
back
second hot
in.
dog.
She just walks off. God, this is the
Right.
most chaotic breakfast order I've ever seen in my life.
Hot dog ravioli.
Hot dog, ravioli, a shit ton of
The
waffles,
ravioli.
crepes.
So...
Waffles and crepes, not just waffles and crepes.
and crepes. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
a shit ton of bacon for Vold, just a mountain of bacon. I love it.
Okay, so guys, I gotta tell you, I think I should admit this just right away. I'm not a very good planner. So, what do you guys think we should do first to find things, I forgot what we were doing.
We have to keep Sergeant Karen Murphy and John Falcone safe. Marcone.
This isn't DC.
Right, like, okay, keep them alive.
Fair enough.
The Punisher's coming after him.
I actually don't know anything about either of those people, so
Neither do I.
does anybody else know?
Like, first order of business is find them.
Yeah, Amelia, do you know anything about John Marcone?
Well, I mean, I can figure out where Marcona is pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What's
okay.
one down?
Maybe they have a MySpace.
I don't know
We
what
find them
that
on
is.
there. Is that accurate
Probably.
to the time?
Yeah, MySpace would have
yeah.
been definitely no
Mhm.
too, for sure.
I have to find a
Actually,
computer somewhere.
Actually, I'm not sure. Hold on.
We could probably go to the
I know
library.
No, it
Face-
was.
I know Facebook started in like 08, so it definitely
Oh
probably would
no,
have been around.
MySpace 2003,
It started in 2003?
August 1st, 2003.
Damn, okay, damn. I feel old now. Shit.
Really?
Well, We have to stay true
I don't
to
know.
it.
That's what
What was
Google
that other,
says.
what was
Google's
that
not
other
perfect
site?
either.
I want to start with like an Ets.
But
Zanga?
I don't know. I was on
why did I know
LiveJournal. I was on LiveJournal in 2007, in 2002. Okay, that's where I was.
Yeah, let's just say it's all live journal.
And Gaia Online, maybe Neopets. You know,
Neopets.
like that's where I was.
Neopets.
Yeah, let's check.
I
Let's
was
check.
busy just
Yeah,
reading
a
wrestling
sergeant in a
rumors.
You
So.
just gotta go to John Marcone's Club.
You were in the
Penguin
military,
page.
Keith?
His Club Penguin account. That's what you gotta look for.
Yeah, I think trying to find them is probably a good first step.
Do you think they'd be
And
in the white pages? That was a thing, right?
Don't put his-
Yeah, we could probably pinpoint their number through that. And maybe their address, and then we could probably
Wait,
try to
I
tail
think I
them.
know one of their phone numbers. He's gonna take out his phone and press 9-1, and then go to hit 1 again.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
do
stop
it.
you.
No, it's
Chicago,
not me. Okay.
Chicago Police Department. What's your emergency?
Is Sergeant? What was her name again?
Karen Murphy.
Is Sergeant Karen Murphy home?
This isn't a personal line. If you want to reach Sergeant Karen Murphy, you're going to need to call the Midtown Police Station, and she rattles off a number to you. Please don't call us a number again unless there is an emergency.
And I write the number down like in crayon on like the little kids.
They
like,
definitely
placemat
gave
that
they
give you.
definitely gave you the crayon in the placemat for sure, 100%.
It's like half a crayon. That's all they have.
It's like missing the paper, and it's definitely been gnawed by some kid before.
Okay,
Or
that's not
Dogfoot.
her number, and he is not friendly, whoever that was. But I do have her number.
Okay.
It's right here.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll call it.
No,
Yeah.
no, we
You
probably
just
don't
see you just see a whole phone number written across
okay.
the whole placemat, like big ass numbers.
we probably don't want the people that we're trying to protect to know what we're doing.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
We probably want to tell
Hmm.
them quietly, right?
Do we want to do we want to tell Dresden? Because I gotta tell you, I never met him, and it might be fun to meet him now. You know, since I'm dead. It kind of.
I mean,
Is that a bad thing? Are we not?
What a
supposed to
better
do that?
time to meet someone when you're dead.
Do
Yeah.
they know?
yeah.
Do
I
these
don't know
people?
if I don't know if me Pluto's cool enough to roleplay Dresden, but
All right.
Oh, come on.
We just
Don't be so hard on
mysteriously
yourself.
miss him every
We
time
believe in you.
somehow.
Yeah.
Dresden's not cool enough to roleplay you. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, got it.
Facts.
Do we know if the people we have to protect are human?
Human.
If so, do they know about us? That's going to make it a little more difficult.
you do know that one's like the police person in charge of like the supernatural. Like they don't believe something doesn't have an explanation. It goes to her department, and then John Marcone is the crime boss in the city. So you do know they are both involved with Dresden, so they probably have at least an idea of the supernatural.
So once we find them, do we tell them why we're there, or do we lie to them, or do we just hide and follow them? This is gonna be interesting.
You know, to be honest, I think for this I'm gonna follow your lead.
Well, that works for one, but unless they're in the same place, we're gonna have to split up at some point.
Maybe they will be in the same place. A crime boss and a cop.
For 2 weeks. This will be a
Hey,
long
what if
interrogation.
we get the
Yep.
cop to put the crime boss in jail, and that way they'll be in the same place?
I
The
like
problem with that
idea.
is I think they're supposed to be helping Dresden. So
Are
if
they
we
helping
lock
Dresden
them up,
here or like in the future?
I think it was here, right? During this time?
Yeah, you know that the case that he takes on with all the weird creatures takes place in about 2 weeks. That's when he gets starts to be on the tail of that, and the events take place over a span of maybe less than a week.
So I feel like if we lock them up, she's going to send another team of dead people after us.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we don't want them to know that we're around, and we also don't want to change or mess with them at all, but also make sure they don't die somehow. That seems difficult, honestly.
I'd be totally
That
cool
does
just
seem
being
like-
like, hey, you have a threat and we're going to protect you.
Okay.
Just stick around.
I mean,
Honesty.
That's
It's the
probably
best
not going to go
policy.
real well, but I don't know.
No,
yeah.
no, it's not. Pluto,
You
think
2002.
Amelia-
Would I know where Marcone would be? Like, is there any big event that's happening that I know? Like, oh yeah, he'd attend that.
Crime Con.
Prime con.
Triple C, CrimeCon Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really like stay in too many places like on the regular, but he does have a club in the town that he frequents quite a bit.
Cool.
I mean, really, all we have to figure out is what is threatening these two people, and basically
Time
eliminate
travelers.
it. Yeah, but like, how do they take them out,
Oh,
right?
I don't know. You're
We could
you're,
just-
you're a reporter, right? You're good at that stuff.
Yeah, I could try to look into any strange happenings time-wise that's been going on in the city.
No writing stories about us.
Yeah, of course not.
Right.
Ah, I didn't even think about that.
That would blow our cover.
I don't
we
believe
just-
that
just
smile.
Yeah, she's
Pick
too smart
one
to
and-
do that.
Pick one and follow them for a little bit. Just like watch them.
Should we
Kinda go
split
from
up?
there.
and do that?
Play it by ear.
Yeah, I can do some research if the four of you want to like pair up and choose a one of our protection people.
When you say that, Dogfoot like immediately grabs Ari's hand. I got my buddy.
Yeah. Although maybe the
Lord,
two of
chaos
us should
wits.
maybe one of the two of us should stick with one of you three.
Yeah. No, all right, no offense, little people, but you two seem very chaotic, and without somebody else around, I feel like that's just going to go horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Okay.
definitely just it shouldn't be the two of us. And the three of you.
No.
It should be the two of us and then a third person and then whatever.
Well, that leaves somebody on their own.
No. One of the three of you sticks with us, and then the other two of you stick together.
Well, Alice just said they wanted to go do research on their own.
I don't
Dogfoot's
think
like
you should do that.
writing down all these numbers in his crayon, like trying to do this math that's not understanding at
How
all.
how to split 5 in 2? Well, who would like to watch who?
I mean, I have a feeling I know where Marcone is going to be, so
How do you know Marcone?
we go way back.
Oh, like in a good way?
No,
Oh,
They gonna know who you are?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But could also
oh,
be
so you go
debatable.
like way back, but not this far back.
we know of each other's families.
Yeah, I don't think he would
Oh,
know.
it's
I
like a
don't think
family
I don't
thing,
think he would
okay.
know Amelia yet. He would know of the your grandfather and your family, but not you specifically at this point.
The way that you said all that, Ari translates is kind
Mysterious.
of like the sort of relationship that is between the winter and the summer courts, where they're like, they know of each other,
Mm.
definitely.
Yeah, you can definitely read that subtext.
Oh, so okay, I get it. So you don't like want to be near him. That's fine. Well, I mean, what if Dogfoot and I can work with you, and we'll go near Falcone, so you don't have to, and then we'll just do the phone thing. And Vold, that leaves you for the sergeant, I guess.
Well, as long as we know what was the number for? You got?
That's the
Dogfoot?
sergeant's number, right, Dogfoot?
Yep.
Yeah,
this,
but like
this one.
looks a little long for like.
555.
Gotcha.
It's
Should
such
be
an
able
Hold on, time
extension,
out.
man.
How do you guys know the sergeant?
Wait,
Yeah.
he
The
just called the
Cassie
sergeant's
Murphy
number.
person? Yeah. How do you? That does not answer the question. How do you know the sergeant?
I don't know the sergeant.
I don't know the sergeant.
I don't
Yeah, I don't know
So
the
you're just
sergeant.
calling a random number and just hoping for the best?
Yeah. Dogfoot called 911, and then the lady on the phone said you have to call this other number. So this is the other number.
It was. He
Welcome to
said
the
it was
party.
the Midtown office, so I don't know if it's her number or where she works.
I feel
Maybe
like
it's
if I
just-
go to the Midtown office, there should be a picture on a wall somewhere. I can figure out who she is. So,
Employee of the month, yeah.
Let's just make a quick note. Just overall rule. 1, let's just not call random numbers
Okay.
of people we don't fully know. 2, can we not call 911 at the same time? Because we're looking for someone. I don't think that's necessarily the line. If you want to look for someone, just go find a yellow book in one of the
Okay,
payphones.
don't call 911 at the same time.
Okay, I'll be
So
right
one
back.
after the other is fine, right?
Ari's gonna
Not at the
just
same time.
You
stand
guys,
up and
are, you guys are
leave.
chatting. A
So-
patrolman does come in the restaurant and just kind of like scout out the area to make sure there's no issues because someone in the area did call 911. Like you see a cop walk in, look around, go order a coffee, kind of like chill for like 5-10 minutes just to sit like looking around the area before they
Wow.
eventually like leave.
Ari's gonna stand up and leave. She's going to get. She's
all right.
going to go find some white pages.
Ari, as you stand up to
Just so you
leave,
know.
the mountain of food starts to come out from the bag.
Oh, cool.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god, that looks amazing! I'll be right back.
Literally, the whole kitchen staff is carrying this meal over. There's multiple people like carrying plates and plates of waffles. That was like the
One
most
person is
predominantly
only
thing
there
ordered.
to carry bacon.
Yeah, there's a big plate of like a serving plate of bacon. And then just like the actual waitress comes out with Alice's and Amelia's orders and sets them down quietly in front of the two of you.
Thank you.
No problem. I got Karen, she sets like a bigger plate in between you. It's an order of hash browns. This is on me for having a normal breakfast order. Appreciate you too. And she just like pats the both of you on the shoulder and walks off.
I don't know what they're on about. I didn't order anything that weird, just waffles and every single fruit type.
Every
they had.
single fruit thing you could possibly imagine. There's just a mountain of fruit on top of like your waffles and like a mountain with like whipped cream around it to hold it in place, and then just a singular banana through the top.
Exactly what I ordered.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
So-
leave to get some white pages, y'all. Carry on.
So,
Yeah, you head out. There's a phone booth in the corner. You could probably go in the phone booth and steal the yellow book there.
That's the plan.
Perfect.
I mean, can they, or is it like attached with the cord?
It's not attached.
That's like
Big
cabled
mistake.
into the phone booth.
All right. So what's our plan? Like finalized, what's our plan?
I don't know about finalized, but I think first step is find them.
Okay.
I think our first draft is find them and then try to see if we spot any other time travelers.
Yeah, without knowing who exactly is coming after them, we basically just have to watch and hope we can intercede if we see something going wrong.
Yeah. I'll be trying to pour through the newspaper more recent archives to see if there's any like weird stories of time stuff going on in the city.
You guys are chatting and eating your mountain of food.
I'm
Me-
leaving a 40% tip, by the way.
Perfect. Amelia, you get a text message on your personal phone. It's one of those pink razors.
Yes, it
is. From a name you have not seen in a long time. Your brother, Marcus. because in your timeline, he only died 2 years ago.
Oof.
Says, hey sis, we still on for lunch later on campus?
Shit. It'll take her a moment to just reread that text that's like over and over and be like, ouch. She'll turn to the party before responding. So how long are we thinking this is going to take? Like, do you think I have time to go do a thing and then come back? Are we like jumping on this right away?
They can try and kill them anytime in the next 2 weeks. So technically, we could be failing right now, I think, but I don't know.
You do
Well, we
realize,
could just-
you do know the four of you do know the queen said that they were killed during the actual events. She sent you ahead of time.
Oh,
to kinda get
okay, gotcha.
information. So yeah,
I
like
see,
you
I
know
see.
when you know the actual like case starts in a couple weeks, and that's when you need to be like on guard, kind of.
Okay, we have 2 weeks before it's going to happen.
Okay, so I have time.
So we can definitely just watch them for now,
Figure out their
Find 'em.
routines.
first,
Definitely.
obviously.
See if anybody else is scouting.
Yeah, there you go.
So are we able to
Recon.
tell other people that are time travelers? Like, how does that work?
The way Imara described it is, as long as the events themselves happen the way they were described, pretty much, as long as Dresden solves the case, criticized behind the werewolf killings, and everyone that was survived, then you're good.
Yeah, but that's not what they asked.
So
It's like, how do we know if some of the time travel?
Do we have a way to identify another time traveler?
No, you didn't.
Cool. Awesome.
She's relying on you
Hard
guys
bud,
to do
love
that.
it.
Hey, it wouldn't be a Dresden name if I didn't make you guys do some detective work of your own.
Fair enough.
How do we recognize another time traveler? Ask them about MySpace.
There you go. What year did it release?
Hey, do you remember
Vold
MySpace?
has no
Haha,
idea what the
joke's
rest
on
of you are
you.
talking about at all.
Yeah. This is literally where I left off, so
Yeah,
Oh,
timeline wise, let's see. Actually, Dogfoot and Ari,
We're only like a couple years out, too.
yeah, you guys were in 2002. You guys are back in 2000, actually. Sorry, not 2002 right now. So this puts a place you're in October of 2000 right now. Sorry. So
Okay, so we're
yeah, you're like
you're
3 years out.
from MySpace.
The two of you wouldn't even know what MySpace is. Ari, ours came out in 2003.
Oh, yeah,
you
'cause
guys
we were
left it.
2003.
You left in 2002. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoops.
we were obviously talking about LiveJournal the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time.
Just say that was all live journal the whole time.
Yeah.
That was all live journal. Yep.
Let's go back. React it out. Gotta stay true to this.
There's what it was. Zynga. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Shot. That was
That's
the
what I
site
said.
that-
I said Zynga.
I did not
You
hear
did
you.
say
That's the
that,
site
yeah.
that came to my mind. I remember trying to set one up and being so confused of how it works.
Oh, I had one. Thought it was so cool. But anyway, I will watch the crime boss if Amelia tells me where they are.
Ari's not even planning to watch him. She's planning to directly engage.
do you say that? Art?
What? I'm getting the white pages right now. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Never
I'll be
mind.
back in a
That's
sec.
fine.
I'll ask for like another kids menu, or no, I'll take my napkin and I'll like dig around like my purse for a pen and just like write the address of the club on it.
Yeah, you have like a school planner with you. I mean, you have some of your school stuff with you at the moment. You do have classes at some point today. You remembered.
Oh shit, that's right. I'm like I'm a student. I haven't been that in years.
Yeah, you have.
So, yeah, I'll
you
just
have,
rip out a
You
page
have
and-
like Greek mythology 202 later, and then you have like American history.
Nice.
The worst class. Yeah, so I'll just
I-
write down the address of the club and slide it over.
I feel confident that I could be very sneaky about this.
I'll
You know,
come
I
back.
don't know if they're going to let you in.
Yeah, the club is a gentleman's club, so they might not let the one who looks like a child inside. So good luck with that.
Hey guys,
Maybe
what are
we
we
can
talking
find
about?
We're gonna
Slams down
find
the
a
book
really
in
long
between the
coat,
food.
and Ari will sit on my shoulders,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
and
Oh
we'll be an
yeah.
adult.
Okay. What are we talking
Two Faye in a trench coat.
Um,
Okay. Hey, Alice. There's too much food on the table. There's nowhere for me to put this. So here, can you take this book?
sure, yeah. What did you want to use this for?
It's the white pages. So we're gonna look for the names and maybe addresses of like Falcone and
Oh.
Sergeant, the sergeant whose name I keep forgetting. Ha!
Karen Murphy. Yeah.
Right, Sergeant Karen Murphy.
All right, yeah. Let's just take a look here.
Give me either an intellect or a focus roll, Alice. You scour through the white pages.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do intellect. That's a
Alphabetical
2.
lists. They're difficult.
What did you roll?
A 2.
2. Okay. So white pages wise, you don't note either number. You assume they're both unlisted. You go through the yellow pages. You do see the ad for the Gentleman's Club. It's just called I don't know if they named it in the book, so I'll call it the Black Rose, I guess. It's like it's like a girl with like a black rose mask and then kind of like a silhouette of a body. Like you don't like it hints at enough till you know what the club's for without showing anything fully on. You also do find Dresden in the yellow pages under Wizard. There's one entry for Wizard, and it's just
It's
Dresden, and that's
Of
it.
course it is.
I'll write down that address and pass it to Ari.
Yellow
if
pages.
you wanna.
Sorry, yellow pages sometimes just had like the text, and sometimes they had like actual ads. Do you think he had like an actual ad show?
It's like it looks like a business card type setup. Says Wizard Detective for hire.
Okay, not for Dresden. I'm sorry, for the club.
For the club, yeah, it's like a promo poster, almost like
Oh, cool.
picture of the club.
Ari will take it back and be like, I think actually maybe I should just like work there. That could make it easy for me.
Good
It's
work.
not a bad idea.
Get you close, yeah.
Yeah, seems like it's easy. I'll just do that.
Awesome.
She's gonna hype up all the girls in the back.
It would also just be easy, since we have the cards, to just hang out. Somebody could hang out and
Okay, well, you
Hey.
just said that probably they wouldn't let Dogfoot in.
I
Yeah.
can sneak in the vents.
Yeah, that sounds fun. But if
Should
you guys want
mention
to check in on us, we could
to
just do
Alex
that.
specifically, you do have glamour as an ability.
It's true, but
It's
that's
not
nowhere near
limited.
as
It's
fun
not
as
limited
crawling
to
in
kids.
vents. I still want to do the vent idea though.
I can totally see
Hilarious.
Dogfoot not choosing not to morph into an adult because it's too big of a body. He doesn't like the feel of it.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. I'm just gonna crawl through the vents instead.
This outfit feels weird. I don't like it.
I support that.
It's like the collar. It's so itchy.
It's just weird because like your face is down like on the illusion's like torso, but your vision comes from the top, so it's just a weird feeling. Your
Yeah.
face is down here, but you're seeing from up here, and it's just weird and it freaks you out.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather be in the vents.
Okay, cool.
I thought I'd hear that.
So Dogfoot's gonna
so.
sneak through the vents while Ari auditions to be a stripper. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna get close to Falcone. So how are we gonna get close to the sergeant? I guess is the real question here.
And once we know what she looks like, I can just follow her around.
Okay.
It's kind of what I do.
And I'm sure that once I'm done with a little bit of research, I can pretend like I'm shadowing the police force for a story of some sort.
You're really smart, you know that?
If you manage to get that going, I could just be a cameraman.
Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
You
I
do
mean,
you
I can do
Scream.
something to get the police force over here, but that's
Huh?
What does that mean?
just, I don't know. Just in general, like I
Weren't you
could go
just
break a
telling us
window or
not to call
something.
911?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
We're
just
not
smiles.
saying that.
Well, just smiles. No, he's messing with you.
I get it.
Me
I'm
too.
just saying.
I get it.
If it needs to be done, someone can go do something, and I'm sure someone will show up.
Neither Ari nor Dogfoot get it, right? No, I didn't get it. I get it.
What if we commit
right.
a crime at the club? That'll be a way to get them all together.
Yeah, but
Really, that'd be a good fight.
they need to be at that event. And
Yeah, they're going to get themselves together. We just have to watch and learn.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that was a dumb
I'm
idea.
gonna go to the club and get close to Falcone. Dogfoot's gonna hang out in the vents. Amelia is gonna do
I have
something
class.
to get some
I can't
cops
be
involved.
running around.
Okay,
like this.
Amelia's gonna go to class. Alice is gonna investigate and then follow the cops around for a story. And Vold is gonna film it. Is that
We
right?
You
got
don't
it.
need to go to class.
Yeah.
American history. It was all bad. There. Done.
down, period.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's true.
Not.
But I mean, I can meet you guys at the club after class. That'll be fine.
Well, I mean, by then you're going to be bailing Dogfoot out of jail, but it's fine.
I'm gonna be sneaky. No one will even know I was there.
I mean, you know the club.
believe
The club definitely isn't open to the public until like 7 or 8 at night anyway. It is a gentleman's club. It's not open
They
during the
don't
day.
have a lunch. They don't have a lunch buffet.
They do not have a lunch buffet. It's a high class stripper bar. They do not have the
Oh,
weed
high
buffet in there.
class. All right. It sounds like we all have our little assignments. Should we just break, I guess?
Okay. Put your hands in the mouth.
Vold
That's
puts
our-
his on last and pushes everybody else's hands down on what's left of the bacon.
Like
As
into
you
pancakes.
guys notice that the bracelets that Amara gave you all, even Amelia, they all shine those Power Ranger colors for a brief second as you guys do that.
Let's go.
Thank you. Let's go.
God, okay. So let's see, who do we want to do first? Let's roll for it. So the two Faye are going together. Everyone else is sprint, and the other two are going together, and Amelia's going to class. Okay, so we'll do the Fate die.
Are you going to class or are you going to go hang out with your brother?
I'm gonna go hang out with my
Class.
brother. He died like a couple years ago.
If it lands on a negative, it'll be
That's
Amelia. If it lands on neutral, it'll be the cop team. Positive will be the Fate team.
Or positive.
It
Yeah,
is
convenient.
neutral, so Alice and Vold. You guys head off. Dogfoot told you that the number they gave him was for the Midtown Police Department, so it's like near the center of the city. So you guys can head there. You're just gonna head straight to the police station itself.
I think we're gonna drop by the newspaper place to get some like credentials and maybe some like merch for Volt to wear.
Yeah, sure.
So it looks like we're all part of the newspaper basically.
Yeah, you head
Yeah.
in. Office is busy as normal. There's people writing up papers and stuff. As you walk in, your boss is like calls you over from the back. Oh, Alice. Wondering where you
Hi.
were today. Got a story for me?
Yeah, I heard. I was actually near the police precinct, the central one, and there seems to be some weird supernatural stuff going on. So I was just taking the new guy over to cover that.
Oh, new guy. They stand up. Nice to meet you. It's like a middle-aged white guy. My name's Clark.
Hey, Clark. Vold.
Yeah, nice to meet you. So you see your new camera person?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can set you with some press pass real quick. It won't take too long. Do you need equipment as well, or does he have his own equipment?
Oh no, we'll need some equipment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll send one.
We
of the
want to make sure
interns.
it's all
I'll send-
official and
yeah, I'll
stuff.
send one of the
yeah.
interns to get some equipment from IT. I'll get your pass set up. If you guys want to just wait over at Alice's desk, right, I'll it set up for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Will do.
worries. I'm interested to know what they say. So let me know what so you're in Midtown. Are you talking to Murphy?
Yeah, Sergeant Murphy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does not the most outright informative. I think Susan used to get most of her knowledge from she like chuckles, the wizard guy. But
Mhm.
I know she works with him, so you might be able to get something from her.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Any tips? Any on how to talk to Murphy?
She's pretty blunt, pretty straightforward. So if you just pretty upfront with her, don't waste her time. She's small, but she can be pretty aggressive. So as long as you're
I
not,
say
as long as you're not pussyfooting around, I think she'll be pretty straight with you.
I say blunt, and then I look at Fold. I think we can deal with that.
Okay, sounds good.
Look at me. I'm just holding the camera. You piss off the cops, I'll film it while they take you away.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So, yeah. The intern comes back a little bit later with like, I don't even know what the camera would have been back then, but just like a press camera. And then they also hand you the press pass. Boss had this printed out for you. We just needed your name. What is your name again?
Oh,
Vol. What?
Gus's brain just shut off, so he spits out some random name. I don't
Okay, that works.
know. You always have a page open. Roll me one.
Roll you a last name. Sure.
Name generator.
Yep, exactly what I'm bringing up right now. Your last name is Ray. There you go. Vold Ray. Okay. Sure. And they just like they write your name like in marker on the press pass. And they go record your information. Like, okay, cool. You should be all set up. Boss said if you need anything, just feel free to call the office. Me and some of the interns are pretty free at the moment, so we're free to help if needed.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, by the way, he reached his hand out to shake Fold's hand. My name's Jimmy, so if you need anything, just let me know.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, no
Bolt
problem.
just shakes his hand hard.
Totally me not just ripping off the Daily Planet all these names. But yeah, you guys have all your equipment. You guys are free to head up if you desire. Is there anything else you want to do here in the news office before you go, Alice?
No. If we're just going to be protecting these people from something that happens during an event that's already like predestined, then we just need to like make sure we're there. So yeah.
Yeah, you just pretty much need to keep a beat on what Dresden does whenever that case starts, like where the two are at and stuff. So
Yeah, so we just take one of the vans and we drive over.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, you guys get one of the press vans. You drive downtown to Midtown. Police department, they have a parking garage. You can get your parking validated. You head in. Just see a like administrative person for the department sitting at the desk typing away at like a very old computer. Looks up. Yeah, can I help? They look down. I see your press pass. What does the press want with the police department today?
Hi. Yeah, we were just going to write a little piece on the Chicago PD,
Okay.
just to make sure that we heard some very good things about the what you all have been doing with the crime in the area, and so we just wanted to highlight, some of your techniques and just show the public how much good y'all are doing.
Yeah. Sure. I can do that. Is there anyone specific you wanted to speak to?
Yeah, I was told that Sergeant Karen Murphy might be a good contact.
You mean Lieutenant Murphy? Yeah, I can get a hold of her for you.
Sure.
1 second. Let me see if she's in. Yeah, they head off into the back. And they come back out later, accompanied by a short, probably about the same height as Ari, blonde lady, very beautiful, but very hard, stern emotions on the face, like just no nonsense woman that approaches you. She was studying press past Midwestern Arcane. So you worked with Susan, right? What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're just here to just shadow you on your job, just to kind of highlight what the police department has been doing more recently, and to kind of show people how much good you're doing for the community.
Wouldn't you rather talk to one of the detectives? I'm in special investigations. My stuff's not really the norm of the department here.
Well, I mean, Midwestern Arcane, we don't really report on the norm either.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm headed to a case right now. What did you want at the
Oh,
moment?
perfect. Yeah, would you mind if we tag along and perhaps get some footage?
Mm,
I promise we're not going to be any trouble. We'll stay away, and if you tell us to move, we'll move. This is all. We don't want to impede your investigation at all.
not really comfortable bringing civilians to potential crime scene. We let her like mulling it over. Why don't you give me? I don't know. What kind of approach do you think you would be taking to convince her?
This sounds. I mean, just like the stuff that I've been saying. I think maybe like guile, or
Okay.
what's the difference between guile and flair?
Flair's like something showy, like something like you don't really care like about the mechanics of it. You're just trying to make the biggest like scene possible.
Got it. Then it's probably guile then.
Okay, and give me a dodge check against their say intellect.
Sure.
I know Murphy got to have a sheet in here.
Oh my god.
I'll be really shocked if she doesn't.
I have a -1.
Murphy is mentioned multiple times in this book. Does she have a character sheets? She is not, but she's mentioned that her under the law enforcement section. That makes perfect sense. Okay, is there anything in here cool I can use? Nah, nothing of this. Okay. You rolled 3 pluses on the dice. Yeah, I'm just not really comfortable. I'm fine with you guys maybe after I get at least an initial view of the scene. I'm not really comfortable bringing civilians into a scene that even I haven't gone to check out yet.
Okay.
Let me at least
sure.
scout it out. Maybe if you guys want to come back later tonight, before I get off, my shift ends at 6. You want to come back around like 5-ish? Maybe I can give you like an idea what's going on if it's nothing sensitive. Maybe answer any questions then. But I really do have to get out of here at the moment.
All right, that sounds fair. We could probably come back tonight then. We'll
Yeah.
see you then.
No problem. Nice to meet you. She holds her
You
hand
as
out,
well.
shakes both your hands, heads off. So yeah, she heads off. You guys have all the way until later to talk to her. So we will cut over to let's see. Cut on over to the two Fae. Back on the L train, headed to a nightclub in the middle of the day.
Did you check Zoom chat? Pluto?
Zoom chat, Zoom chat, Zoom chat. No, I did not. I don't have it open. Okay. No worries.
I hope they're open to new people joining. That would really throw a wrench in our plans, wouldn't it? Well, not yours.
There's always room in the vents.
Yeah, I think you're right. I could sneak into vents with you. Maybe. I'm not really as sneaky as you are, to be honest. I mean, I could try.
Just take off your shoes. It'll be fine.
You know what? You're right. I like it better without shoes anyway, so that's fine.
Okay, so you guys head to town. So you're gonna sneak in then, or you're not gonna just go through the front door and try to
Oh no, I'm definitely still gonna.
you just go up and knock at the club door?
Mhm.
Do you
What
hear
happened to sneaking?
you hear footsteps approach and a bouncer opens the door? You don't have to knock. We're gonna have you open the club, but the door is open. Can I help you?
Oh, I just assumed that it was still locked because you're not open. Hey, I was wondering if you guys were hiring.
He looks you up and down. I mean, you are a fae, so I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Let's see. A dancer.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Can't you tell?
yeah. I'll see if the manager's in, and he just like shuts the door hurriedly. So, like you hear speed walking from behind the door.
I'm guessing Dogfoot is just like around the corner, not in front of the door.
Yeah, I'm
so
in the
just, like,
alley,
they know we're, like...
looking for a way in.
Yeah, like there are the alley. Dogfoot, you can climb the building. There
Call
is
the
a-
alley, it's
there's
fine.
there you see a vent on top. You see like one of those like vents on top of the building, like facing out. You feel like you could get into.
Yeah, climbing in there.
Yeah, not even to make you make a roll. You can easily just goblin claws into the side of the building and scurry up into the vent. So you go into the vent, work your way through, and you get like a view of like the stages and like there's like the fancy seating areas around like each pole and like walkway, and then there's the bar, and then there's like the VIP section that's like curtained off in the back that you can see. Ari, a few minutes later, the Valkyrie that I described earlier in someone else's scene answers the door to the club.
Hi.
She's a tall, statuesque Nordic blonde lady. Very like
Wow, you're very
stern,
pretty.
but pretty. Yeah. Thank you. You're here to audition.
Yeah. I'm new in town, and I heard this club had like a super great reputation, and I was looking for work, so I figured I would just come on down.
Okay.
Is everybody in there pretty like you, or?
I appreciate the compliment. And because I know you can't lie to me, I'll take you at your word. A fey dancer could be abuse.
Wow. Most of the time people just have no idea. It just goes whoop right over their heads. You'd think the wings would give it away.
Yeah, people don't notice what they don't want to see.
Yeah, they really don't look very hard.
Yeah, they really don't. But yeah. I know it would be the first fae I've dealt with. I know how your kind operates. If you told me you would be here for a dancer, you would be here for a dancer. I'm not gonna poke at whatever motives you have underneath that.
Okay.
Come on in.
Okay. Sounds good.
She leads you through the club. Dogfoot, you see Ari being led through the club by this statuesque blonde lady. She's like, so yeah, there is outfits and props in the back. If you just want to go get whatever you need for your audition. She gestures to like these windows above the club. Boss is up there. He can see you. You can't see him. He's been informed, so he will be watching and let you know. I'm gonna head up there with him. Once
Do
the
I
music
see
once the music
where they're
starts,
pointing?
yeah, you see where they're pointing. You don't see anything here. It's like it's like a one-way mirror, so like he can see out, but you can't see in.
Does the vent lead that direction though? I want to
Sure
make my way
does.
that way.
Sure does.
All right, I'm going that way.
But she's like, yeah, once the music plays, just come on out and give your performance.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, cool. So, Dogfoot, you draw the vents towards that way, and you look down, and you see her enter the room, and you see John Marcone sitting like in a big plush like armchair facing the stage, the central stage, with a cigar in one hand and a drink on the table next to him. What do you think of the person auditioning? Well, she's Faye, but you know how they are. They can't lie too well at all, if at all. So, said she wants to be here to be a dancer. I mean, it would be nice to, it would definitely attract more people here having a Faye presence in the club. So it couldn't hurt. I don't think she's anything I couldn't handle if she's up to anything. Fair enough.
I'm gonna take out from my pocket, folded up sheet of paper, which is the kids menu, and my half a crayon, so I
Okay.
can write down notes of what they're saying.
Yeah, you turned the placemat over. And like the one side that you like scribbled over was like a word search and like a little crossword and like tic-tac-toe. You turned over to the back where it's just the blank like picture of like a dinosaur to color in. And you just scribbling notes over top of that.
Every now and then, getting distracted and coloring in the dinosaur.
Nice.
But yeah,
Okay.
so what would you like to
Ari's
do?
gonna pick whatever outfit is just the sparkliest.
Okay, yeah, you picked the sparkliest glittery stripper outfit you can find backstage.
Yep.
Just a very bright, like sequined, like halter top, and a pair of panties that match it, and then just like a very bright, colorful boa. But yeah. So,
Sweet.
you head out. I'm trying to think what song, what was out. I don't know. I gotta remember what 2000 music was. Out.
You know what I know was out? Hit Me Baby One More Time. That was out in 2000.
Sure. Yeah, you can. We'll go with that. Yeah, you hear the "Oh baby, baby."
Britney Spears, correct. That's what we're doing here.
Yep. So that plays, and like pink and white lights start flashing from the stage. So would you like to describe your audition dance for the audience?
Yeah, so Ari takes advantage of her wings in this one. She like, comes out, does a little dance, and then instead of like doing a proper like pole dancing stuff, she's just gonna use her wings to like circle around it, and then like limbs will be gracing the pole, so like you could theoretically argue that she's using it and that she must be just very strong. But let's be honest, she's not doing that at all. Just like very midair ballet moves, spinning upside down.
Yeah, you see as you're dancing, like some of the bouncers are like around in the seating area pretending to be like customers, and throwing like dollar bills onto the stage and stuff.
Just like swoosh down, reaches arms down to them. Oh, just swings away right before they can make any serious contact. As you do.
Give me a see. Say
Flare?
flare.
Please say flare.
Definitely flare.
Hallelujah. That's 4? 4.
Yeah. He rolled 3 negatives and a positive. Yeah, he's definitely impressed. Dogfoot, you see Marcone's face it's kind of hard to tell, but in the light you think it's a little red, like a little bit of a blush creeping up. I mean, even he might be the sternest person in the world, but it is a fae, like doing a strip dance for all these mortals. So the glamour is in full effect. You feel Ari's glamour like filling the club as like her influence is spreading.
Draw a stick figure with rosy red cheeks.
Nice. Just to pull a super nerd move on y'all. There's a butterfly person in a Hunter x Hunter that like flaps his wings and it releases scales and then they like control people. That's the kind of shit Ari's doing right now.
Yeah, all the bouncers' eyes are completely glazed over, infatuated. They go through all the money they were given to tip and start tipping. Their wallets are empty by the end of your dance. They've thrown their actual money on the stage. Like there's 50s and 100s and 20s all over the stage. But yeah, as the music ends, they're just like they all stand up and just applaud and just start hollering at you.
You guys were a great audience.
Yep.
Good energy in here.
You're able to just scoop the money up your top and head back into the back. They are just like not even moving. They're just so stunned.
I think I got the job.
And the lady meets you in the back, which I need to. Hold on, let me grab her name. I have her name. Let's just stop calling her blonde lady.
Definitely did not expect this to be happening.
Yeah, I wasn't
tonight.
expecting one of you to be a stripper, but I'm all for it. Let's see. Valkyrie.
Ari doesn't have any reservations about this kind of stuff.
I mean, if one of you was going to do it, it was going to be one of the Fae, for sure.
I mean, yeah. Dogwood would have been a great stripper. Dogfoot.
Her name
Oh,
is
thank
her
you.
name is Miss Guard.
I have
That's
been
what she
working
goes
out
by.
those two bears.
Gard.
Guard.
But yeah, Miss Guard heads back. Boss loved the dance. So did the bouncers. I mean, they want to
Awesome.
they want to throw their checks out on stage. It's yours to keep. No worries. Consider
thank
that
you.
a sign-on bonus. Can you start tonight?
Yeah. I can start tonight, sure.
Okay, cool. We're gonna start you off as part of the staff, but you will get to dance at like the end of the night, just to give you like an introduction to the clients. That way you don't have to do any VIP dances right away. So here's your waitress outfit for tonight, and she just hands you a black skirt
Okay.
and a pair of red high heels, and that's it. So yeah, you'll just come here, put that on, walk around, just hand out drinks and stuff, and then we'll around like 12, like when there's like an hour left, we'll do your big performance. Whatever kind of theme you want to have in mind, just let us know. We'll get costume set up for you.
Okay, sounds good. She pulls out the brick. Can I have the number of the club?
Yeah, here's my personal line, and she
Okay,
she
even
takes
better.
she takes the phone from your hand and just enters Miss Guard. She literally types in Miss Guard into your phone and just types her number in, hands it back to
Thank
you.
you.
And then after she sends a text to herself, so she has your number.
All right, see you soon.
Yeah, see you later.
And I'm gonna walk out and then go around the corner where I last saw Dogfoot and wait for him to come back down.
Yeah, so Dogfoot, you also saw that whole performance, and you assume they got the job as everyone is like pretty enamored, and you see Ari like collect their clothes, their money, head backstage, and then like maybe 10 minutes later head back out. Once again fully clothed and heading out to the front door of the club.
I guess I'll go out. I don't. What the fuck was I doing in here anyway? It seems so pointless, but okay.
I mean, you got surveillance on Marcone. You know what he looks like. You got an idea. You got like you just saw some of like the bad talk during the performance. To be honest, even Marcone, once the performance happened, was kind of dazed out a little bit. So there wasn't a lot of talking. Miss Guard was actually chuckling a little bit about like how like the drool that was coming down his mouth as he was watching. He rolled very
Bless
bad on his roll to resist the face stuff for that. So he was like fully God between the cigar, the alcohol, and the ambiance, and then that dance on top of everything else. Yeah, he was enjoying himself.
Okay, so I'll make my way back out, but you know, Dogfoot's small, but I don't think he's small enough to be able to turn around in the vent, so he's got to like crawl
Scoot out
backwards. So Ari would see like his feet come out first, like his
Adorable.
butt dangling there.
Do you need help?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
wings.
Yeah, you see Dogfoot's feet just dangling from the back.
Yeah, I'll go up to catch him.
Yeah, you pull Dogfoot out. Where you guys like to head off now that you got the job secured?
Yeah. We'll just do some people watching until tonight, probably.
Okay, sounds good. we'll cut to our last player. So you head back to campus, Amelia. You have lunch with Marcus in about an hour and a half, is what he said from now. So you head off. You go to your your Greek history class. Get out of class, and as you exit class, Marcus is just sitting there across the wall from the door. The way you remembered him, about 6'2", bulky, a little bit of a darker skin tone. You guys have different dads, like short cropped, like high fade. Just sitting there waiting for you as you exit. Sis, how's it going? He walks up and gives you just a big warm hug.
She hugs him back and just like stays there for a second and like hugs him just like a little tighter.
Yeah, he lets go and you're still holding on. He's like, sis, you good?
Yeah. And she lets go. She's like, it's been a long week, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no worries. Scroll going okay and everything?
Yeah. Just you know, classes and finals coming up and projects and mom and everything.
Yeah, mom still was mad that you did history, not business, and she lets me not forget it at all. I mean, at least you went to college though, so at least she's a little less off your back than she is on mine.
Yeah. So just a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
Busy.
Well, why don't we go off campus and I'll take you out to lunch. Maybe we'll do a deep dish. How does that sound? Deep dish pizza?
That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. He takes you to like the closest, like not like one of the chains, like one of the real Chicago pizza places. You guys order like a large deep dish pizza with like everything that you guys like on it. So, how's classes going? Anything interesting going on, historic wise?
No, same old, you know, dead people. I was, you know, one of my professors came up to me and offered me a spot on a trip.
That's awesome. Where to?
We're talking about going to London to like do all their museums and whatnot, and I guess there's a big thing that they just uncovered. So they're bringing it back to London from Egypt. So like,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be fun.
There we
but
go.
I don't know.
Get you away from the family for a bit.
You know,
I know you're really looking forward to summer break too much, so it could be a good way for you to get away.
Yeah. So, you know, even for just like a week or so, I thought that'd be fun. But I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
But how have you been? How's life?
Busy.
You know?
Started work for grandfather last month. Said I was at the right age for that now that I turned 22. So if you're not going to graduate college, you're going to graduate into the business. So here I am. So yeah, been they have me in the late shift, so I've been up. I haven't slept tonight, so yeah, pretty tired.
Why didn't you just, and she's gonna lower her voice, why didn't you just finish college so you didn't have to deal with them?
You know, college is never really my thing. I mean, it's not too bad of a job. It keeps mom focused on me, not you. And I mean, it's just grunt work. It's nothing too bad. Just go scout out a couple places, maybe beat a person up here or there. It's not nothing bad. I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about me.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm always gonna worry. You know,
Yeah,
this isn't
I
ever
know.
easy.
But I'm the older sibling. I'm supposed to look out for you. You
Yet
you just
here I
focus
am.
on school and graduating and being out better than the rest of the family, pretty much.
I'm trying. I just don't think grandfather's ever gonna let me go.
That's why I'm working for him and not you, so I can try to keep his attention away from you. I mean, better I do, the less chances he's going to bring you in.
Yeah, but like also I feel bad because this isn't like what you ever wanted. So
I mean,
like I feel like I'm taking away your life, you know?
be fair, once whatever I wanted ended when I blew my knee out and lost my scholarship anyway, so.
Yeah,
not really good to
That's
fall
right.
back. Falling back on that communications degree really only going to do me much. I didn't know any. I didn't study for my classes. Most professors just let me pass to play on the team. So
Yeah. But hey, maybe one day they'll just not need us anymore, you know?
he chuckles. Yeah, that'd be the day. Maybe when grandfather dies finally. Oh no, we lost Gus. Well, when he gets back in, we'll readjust cameras because it didn't. Your face is still on the screen, Kai. You're just in Vold spot, so we'll fix it.
Yes!
We'll fix it in a second. So let's keep going.
I stayed me.
But yeah, so I don't know. Grandfather's a lot, but I can deal with him, so it's not too big of an issue.
Yeah. Complete side note,
Yeah.
random. Have you heard anything about Marcone, like any recently?
I mean, not any more than grandfather just complaining about him for still in more of his territory.
Do you remember like the last time Granddad like complained about him?
Maybe like a week ago. He stole something that the family was looking for. I think some type of necklace or something, but beyond that, not really too sure. He doesn't really tell me much. Even though I'm family, I'm new to the business, so I'm just put out on lookout details. So
A necklace? That's super weird and bizarre.
yeah, some type of gem or some shit. I don't know. It looked kind of weird, like some like old gold chain with some like blue and red crystal or something.
Sounds ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just some wealthy artifacts he wanted so he could show off to the other crime bosses. I don't know. It's like fucking living in The Godfather.
Yeah. You're telling me. Okay. Well, interesting. And she's just gonna like frantically like write notes in her notebook real fast.
He looks over like, are you like recording this?
No. I wouldn't. You know I'm not a snitch like that.
I don't know, you're not a snitch. It's just, is there a reason you're asking all these questions all of a sudden? You're trying to like plan something to take a takeover? I mean, I'm down.
Yeah. I'm just going to go take over one of the biggest like
He's
crime
old.
families.
We could take him, right? Just chuckles.
Maybe, you know. You have to work on your aim though, because you have shitty aim.
That's
So once
why.
you get that
That's
figured
why
out.
I just punch shit. I mean, these guns. I mean, they just cause more issues anyway. It's easier for me to just grab them and beat the shit out of them that way.
Yeah. We'll see how that feels when you're up close. And then you're not gonna bring your fist to a gunfight. First off, hold on.
If they don't see me coming before they pull the guns out, then there's no gunfight, so it's all good. And I can aim from that range at least.
Barely.
That's why grandfather usually lets me have a shotgun, not a pistol. But besides the point.
You worry me, I swear.
I'll
Brain
be
aneurysms.
I'll be fine. It's the worst that could happen.
She's just gonna just
You vividly picture what's the worst that could happen.
and she just goes silent and just worst thing to happen.
Seriously, like he reaches over, puts his hand on the top of your hand. It's okay. I'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. Anyways, like you guys are enjoying your time together. Getting back in touch with Marcus. You don't really answer your phone for the others. Like I think Ari probably messaged you. I got the job. That's how you sit with Marcus for hours. You miss your American history class. It's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon before you guys finally split up for the day. And with that, we're gonna cut forward 2 weeks to the events of the book. of book 2 of the Dresden Files, Full Moon. But that is where we are going to end it tonight. So we'll do some rolls to start off that session to see how much information you gathered, but I don't want to. We're not going to go over the full 2. We're at the end of the plot, so
We would be here forever.
yeah, we really would be here forever. If I gave you guys 2 weeks of downtime, yeah, we wouldn't get to the. That would be the
2
whole,
weeks of downtime, fully
Mommy,
RP'd, and
right?
3 years from now, 2
Um,
weeks has gone by.
That time I invite everyone to come see me dance.
Yeah.
That time we go visit the dolphins. That time that
Oh,
we
yeah, the dolphins.
stop
Yeah,
Amelia
I was
so we
totally
can
not
see her
expecting,
brother.
the full-on stripper dance, but I'm all for it. It was great. It was very chaotic and in character, so appreciate that. But yeah, let's
Good
get
job.
to our outros where everyone can find you, anything you have going on, and guess what? We're gonna start with Alex.
Oh my goodness
What?
gracious. Who saw that coming? My name is Alex, and you can find me. Alex is my name, 734 at all places on the internet. And yeah, I'm here. This is me. Next.
Gus.
The only other thing I do on the internet to watch is Sunday nights with Pluto in the Weird Frontier. I am no longer an android in outer space that is possessed by Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam has left my body. So if you would like to figure out what any of that is about, go watch the show.
Yeah, sounds good. That is on Sundays on my channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, definitely go watch us on that. Kai.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Nat20 Productions over here on Twitch, I guess. At 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've just came out of the Death Realm, one of the many Death Realms, and are trying to kill the big bad. That's a lot of fun. So I'll come check it out. And that's all I got for right now.
Okay, awesome. Keith.
Hi, my name is Keith. You can find me at Keith Asada on Twitter, and you can find me on Total Party Chill on Mondays playing random other indie games. Also, I am coming out with a competitive map drawing game, and it is being published through the Far Horizons Publishing Co-op. So keep an eye out for that. That should be coming out either this week or next week on PDF. So
Okay, awesome. Void.
Well, that came up on us fast. Hi, I'm Void. You can find me at VoidCat Gaming. This Thursday, you can find me on my channel at VoidCat Gaming. With the season finale, well, actually, with the bonus episode of season 2 of Echo of Steel, Star Trek game. Keith is in that. And then you can find me next Friday and every other Friday from then on at the Lawful Geek playing, in theory, Scion, but we quantum leap from system to system. So right now, my very straight-laced mid-30s rule-abiding Samuel is in the body of a very mean vampire teen, and he's not dealing with it very well. So that's hilarious. Come on by and hang out if you want to. And then obviously every other Thursday on the off weeks, I am here.
Okay, awesome. And I'm Pluto, non-binary bisexual streamer, mostly on my channel and the Initiative Order. Not running this or Weird Frontier that we mentioned earlier. Every second and fourth Monday of the month, I'm on the Initiative Order as the Green Arcanite Centaur Ranger, Frankie Oliver, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Fridays, me and the wife have a podcast that goes up at 4 p.m. Eastern every week on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We talk about things acting, TikTok, and tabletop related. We have Nate from TIO going to be on this week. And then on alternating Tuesday, same time as this game, over on Open Circuit Studios, I run a dark dystopian superhero game called Origin City Suits in the Dark. It's pretty much Cyberpunk meets Gotham City, and it is a blast, so definitely tune in for that. And then currently, I have an open call open for there'll be open until I can't talk. It'll be open till April 24th at midnight Eastern, It is for a Pathfinder, all non-binary game. 20 episodes, and every episode we'll be raising money for the Trans Empowerment Project. So the whole campaign will be for charity. So if you are non-binary and want to play, sign up. If you are not and you have any way you want to help out the cause, feel free to email me at my tabletop email that I need to use more, plutocleric@gmail.com. Pretty simple, same as everywhere else on social media. But yeah, I think that's everything for me. So before we end, let me shout out our sponsors real quick. Wrap this up. Where are they at? There we go. First, we have Session Zero Clothing, a bunch of D&D inspired streetwear you can get. If you use order at checkout, you get 15% off. We have Norse Foundry. They make artisan dice, and if you use the code TIO15 at checkout, you get 15% off there. Mithril Armory, another dice maker, as well as 1020s. If you use the code initiative, you get 10% off their web store. And then the next two sponsors, some of our own members here. First, at Umbra Oculus Dice, our very own Taryn makes her own handmade dice. If you use the code initiative, you get 10% off a full set of dice in her store. And then the GM of the Arcanites game that I am in, Will, over at Arclight Court, makes a bunch of clothing designs as well that are tabletop related. And if you use the code TIO15 at checkout there, you also get 15% off your purchase. That's all our sponsors, and that has been Just in Time Dresden's Fate episode 2. So tune in 2 weeks to see how their 2 weeks of prep went, and let's dive into the actual events of Full Moon. So we will see you guys all later.
Bye-bye.